Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are talking about, are we there yet? So as we are going through this journey together, you might be wondering, is what I'm doing working? And maybe it's not showing up in inches, maybe it's not showing up in numbers on the scale, but chances are that something is shifting. And I honestly believe you're probably doing better than you think you are, at least if you're trying. So yesterday I had asked you to think about the version of you in the future, your future best self, and what does that look like? And I want you to think about that so that you can start acting like that person. And when you can see yourself as that person and you start acting like that person, like that is a huge catalyst for change, right? Because you are rewiring your thinking. You're no longer thinking like you normally think. You're thinking like you're gonna think in the future when you reach your goals. Now, let's build on that today. And I want you to imagine again that tonight you're gonna sleep, you're gonna go to sleep, and then tomorrow morning you wake up and your world is totally different. You wake up tomorrow morning and you have everything you've ever wanted. You've got your dream house, you've got your family, you've got the job that you want, you've got the body that you want. You feel amazing, exactly how you want to feel. You can run as far as you want to run, you can lift as much as you want to lift. Every life change, every single goal, everything that you've ever striven for, it's been achieved. You've got it. Now, you don't know how this transformation occurred, but that doesn't matter. That's besides the point because you have made it. But here's the question. How do you know that you've made it? How do you know that your life has changed? What things are different? What is progress? So if you're going somewhere, how do you know that you're getting there? How do you know when you finally arrived? How do you know that you're on track to your destination? So with this program, we basically look at 3 measures of progress, 2 more than the other, just because of what we have available to us in this online format. Body composition. How much lean mass and body fat do you have? Health. Are your systems operating well? Digestive system, respiratory system, metabolism, and all of that. Fitness and athletic performance. How do you perform in the gym or in whatever chosen activities that you like to participate in? So in other words, how do you look? How do you feel? And how are you performing? In the measurements piece of this program, we are looking at body weight, body girth, so that's the measurements, and photos. While those numbers are helpful, that's just a small piece of the puzzle and what you are actually improving upon with Lift to Get Lean. So using those 3 measures of body composition, health, fitness, and athletic performance, you might also improve your strength. You might also improve your blood profile. I love when someone comes to me and they're like, I just had my annual physical and my triglycerides are down, my cholesterol is down, my blood work is coming back phenomenal. That is important. Speed, maybe you're getting faster, your work capacity, you're able to go longer, you're able to lift heavier. Recovery is quicker. That's huge, especially as we age. It takes longer for us to recover, but if we can stay on top of things, making sure we're getting adequate rest, adequate recovery, and staying hydrated, we can have a day in between our workouts and not feel like we are starting from square one every time we go into the gym. And then finally, our immune system. You might find that you're not getting sick quite as often. That's huge as well. So you're here for a couple of reasons. And just remember that your body and your journey is going to be unique. What I experience versus what Leanne experiences versus, Bob and Tim and Sarah and Nancy, it's all going to be different. And, we're all here for different reasons. So what counts as progress for you is going to be, it will be different than what determines progress for somebody else. So just keep that in mind. Like, we all have different goals. And I said that from, day one. Don't compare your journey to someone else's because you just don't know what they're working with and where they've started, what they have going on, okay? What it's important to start to remember is that we can track other forms of progress. And I find that in the long run, this gives huge peace of mind, especially when when you get close to that 10 pound mark, or maybe you don't even have weight to lose and you are simply focusing on body composition, you don't see the big shifts like you do in the very beginning of this journey. And that can be discouraging, but you have to understand that's part of the process. What else can I look at? So let's talk about other measurements of progress that we can make. Can you lift 10 pounds more than you could last month? Amazing. Can you run 5 minutes longer than you could last week? It's amazing how you can build up your endurance. Have you been virus-free this year? Let's see, when we get into the time of year when everyone starts getting sick, are you going to stay well because you are eating the right foods? You're getting all your micronutrients, your vitamins and your your vitamins, your minerals, because you're eating vegetables with your meals. That's amazing. Has your bad cholesterol gone down from your previous blood test? Like, that's life-changing stuff. Now, while those things are hard facts, you actually can have proof that yes, this has improved. I can squat 25 more pounds than I could, 6 months ago. Some other things can really surprise you. So here's what some people say after they go through this program. I walk taller now. Oh, why might that be? Maybe because I'm feeling more confident. My posture is better. Again, because I'm feeling more confident. Or maybe I just have a stronger back and I can sit up taller now. And my posture can be better now. I'm so much happier on the inside. Maybe you started to shift your thinking in some way. Remember, your old way of thinking that got you where you were will not get you where you want to be. And you cannot change until you change your thoughts. So if you're feeling happier on the inside, that's going to reflect on the outside. I've become a better parent. Maybe because you're finally taking time for yourself, you're able to be more present with your kids. That's often an excuse that we use. Sorry, I gotta plug in my headphones. We want to spend time with our children, we feel bad, but then we're with them, we think we should be working out. If you take 30 minutes for yourself and then spend the rest of that time with your kids, you're able to relax around them. It makes a difference. Also, if you're healthier and you're able to keep up with them on the playground, you can chase them around. That makes you a better parent as well. You're not just tired when you're with your kids. You're energized. You're happy to be with them and you can keep up with them. Maybe you simply just feel healthy. You're not going out to dinner as much as you used to, and you're waking up earlier. You're just feeling better. I feel confident in my food decisions, whereas before, maybe, you went out to a restaurant and you just didn't know what to do, or, you were paralyzed all day long, you didn't know what to eat, and then you got to the end of the day and you would eat anything in sight because you just had all these question marks earlier on in the day. But now you're confident in your food decisions. You know what's going to fuel your body and your workouts. Maybe you're more organized because you've realized, I got to schedule my week. I have to schedule my workouts Monday, Wednesday, Friday before work. And I got to plan my lunches every day of the week. I can be a little bit more lax during dinner time, but if I don't have my lunches planned, all bets are off. Being organized it's key for this process. And I fought that for a long time, but I'm starting to understand the more organized I am, the more grounded I feel, and the more in control of the process I feel. I'm stronger inside and out. It's wonderful to be able to move more weight around, but it's even better to feel stronger with the decisions that you're making, right? You have this stronger willpower. You're able to say no to things that maybe you weren't able to say no to in the past because you're stronger. You're more confident in who you are and who it is that you want to be. You're determined. Once you start seeing progress and you see what is possible and that you can actually do this, you're going to be determined to finish strong. And I don't mean you're going to finish strong in 2 weeks, but maybe in 6 months from now. You're going to keep going because you are determined. Finally, I'm more focused. You're more focused for all kinds of reasons, because you're getting adequate sleep, you're not overtraining, you're eating finally enough, you're eating carbohydrates to give your body energy. You just have
all systems firing, all cylinders are going, or however that saying goes, but you're more focused. Though these things you can't really measure them, but they are huge and you feel them. And you need to acknowledge that if any of this is going on, pat yourself on the back, because that is not small potatoes. So out of all of those things, since we are all on our own journeys, it's important that you track what is important to you. So, Sally may not care how much she squats, but she wants to be able to run longer. Maybe she's more of an endurance athlete. So she's not concerned with lifting more, but she does want to be able to run longer and farther. Maybe someone isn't concerned with their triglycerides, but someone in the past who's had issues with their blood work, that is going to be important to them. Ask yourself, what will tell me that I'm getting better at what I want to do? How do I know that I'm on track to where I want to be? Your future best self. And then finally, if I get what I want, how am I going to know? So what do you need to be looking for? And don't forget, look for progress everywhere. Let's include this in our Sunday reflections. So you don't know where progress might be lurking, and if you're not looking for it, you probably won't find it. So keep an open mind and really hunt for it. You're going to find that it's easier to let yourself go slowly if you can find small signs of everyday progress. And this is why on Friday I have you share your wins. What you share on Friday, I want you to tell me small things, but those small things are huge. Little things add up, right? Brick by brick, we build a house. We're not going to build a house with one big brick. It takes time. It takes little baby steps. And that's okay, because that's how we know we have a strong foundation that's not going to crack once our house is built. So today, see if you can notice and name what is different since you started Lift Get Lean. And we've kind of been doing this, so you don't really need to chime in today with that. But I don't want you to stop looking for areas that you are improving, because you are making progress. I like to say, chances are you're doing way better than you think you are. But then also, what you want to do is going to take a little bit longer than you think it's going to take. But that's okay, because we're focused on the little things that we are improving. And when you focus on the little things that you're improving, you stay determined to finish strong. Even when you feel like nothing is changing, know that something is changing, right? You are rewiring your way of being, your way of thinking. And when you get to your future best self, that rewiring is done and you're never going back. You're never going to go back to the way that you were. Like I like to joke about, we would sit on the couch and just eat so much candy. I can't do that anymore. Like in theory, it sounds like kind of fun. Yes, let's go get a bag of Twizzlers and just eat all of them. I can't. I just know better now. And while at the time it might sound fun, that's not really what I want. That's temporary. So that's a talk for another day, giving into what you want now for what you really want in the long run. But start to think about, how are you going to measure progress? What does that look like for you? What's important to you? And start to really notice all the small changes. Luckily, we've already been doing this. Every single week, we've been talking about our victories for the week. And if you're ever feeling low, go back and look at what you said. You are making change. You are making progress. And let me talk about the graphic today. Let's remember, fat loss and weight loss are two totally different things, especially for those of you who don't really have that much weight to lose, but you're more focused on body composition. The scale may not ever change. I'm just going to tell you that right now. The scale may not ever change. You can weigh 140 pounds and be 25% fat. You can be, and have 25% body fat. You can weigh 140 pounds and have 15% body fat, and you're going to look a lot different. Scale's not going to say anything different, but you will look significantly different, okay? So don't worry about those numbers so much. And we talked about this. Instead of focusing on the number on the scale, focus on being consistent with your protein, with your calories. Use your progress photos. Whenever you feel comfortable taking those, you'll see a shift. How do your clothes fit? What are other people saying? Strength and performance. And over time, like if you tell me your weight went up a pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, I don't care. That doesn't matter. Our weight fluctuates so much, you have to keep a trend, right? We're interested in long-term trends. So you're going to see those up and down 3 to 5 pound ranges, but over time, if you see it trending down, that's what we're looking for. And over time, I'm talking like 3, 6, 9 months. And yeah, go on what other people are saying. And keep in mind, people don't notice unless you've lost like 10 pounds. So if someone says something to you, know that you are doing a good job. I had a call with my friend Marcy last week in my VIP group, and Marcy, she's a small petite person. She had to change some things with her diet for health reasons, and she gained 15 pounds very quickly. And she goes, and you know what, Kylie? Nobody even noticed. So we think that people see like these small changes in us, like 4 pounds, 5 pounds. Nobody sees that. What you see is exaggerated when it comes to on the plus side. But then on the negative side, we're not seeing enough. And that's a whole other ball of wax when we're talking about body dysmorphia. But today we're talking about progress. Keep doing what you're doing. You are making progress. I am proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. And we will be in touch tomorrow morning. Have a great afternoon, you guys.